we work with what we have, right?
Exactly.
All right, we're on.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to One Piece D&D. Sorry, it's a bit low energy right now. I woke up from big nap called sleep, and I'm just eepy right now. But hope everyone
really
is
gotta
doing
rub
well.
it in, huh?
What? Listen, okay. The big sleep took me. I can't control that. All right.
Naps,
Man,
a little
I
sleep.
can't believe this. Now I'm being sponsored by Big Sleep.
Oh God. Okay, sure. Let's go with that. Last time,
Then we roll the Tempur-Pedic ad.
yeah, Tempur-Pedic ad for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to One Piece D&D. Last time, I was not suffering with allergies. 1 second. It's I hate dealing with fucking allergies, man.
Real.
'Tis the season of suffering.
It's the season of suffering. All right. Last time on One Piece D&D, our, our main crew explored further up the mountain of Samawani. They're running along with a dog, big star dog, big fluffy dog, killing some bugs. Basically turned into a terminated mission when the Queen Bile Titan showed up. They handled it pretty well. They handled it pretty fucking well. Then they reached the top of the mountain, as suggested by the giants. Just to kind of get the view, be like, oh wow, look at the stars, look at how pretty this is. Then the statues started moving. At least 3 of them did. Asking them what it means to be free. What is it that drives them to be free? And well, they showed off their determination, their spirit, their will to be free. It was a great fight. Fucking fantastic boss fight. I loved it. It was a fantastic boss fight. And then on the other side of the world, or on the other side with Yukio, she was just kind of hanging around. She felt a funny presence. She felt a funny man finally show up again. Little emu in the back of her head, and she's like, "Oh, hey, hi." And then Domi reverse or like does this little funny thing and unleashes Shikage into the world, giving her a reason to hate Emu, a reason to care. But you all don't know what happened. I know what happened. Observer knows what happened. But
Things happened.
Things happened. So suffer. Anyway, we are now back to One Piece D&D. As the statues kind of settle back in their places, as the dust finally settles from your fight, you all gain, some great things. I forgot to add the Devil Fruit to Saya's sheet, but for now, we'll just say she has it. I'm not going to deal with everything else. So, Saya now has a Devil Fruit. Very, very cool. It's a cool one, that's for sure. And so, you all kind of just take a moment. Imagine. Fucking imagine. You all just kind of take a moment to breathe, kind of regather yourselves. How are you all feeling? How are you all feeling after the bullshit that was that fight?
I think, despite the physical injury, I think Clara's probably doing pretty good, things considered.
I met someone weak to lightning, and I made them regret it.
True.
Mm-hmm. Very true. You guys did that combat pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I
Yeah,
did
that
miss
was
the
good.
end of it, but I think Observer gave me the rundown.
Huh? What? You did the end of it? What?
I missed the end of it last session, but Observer's given me a quick rundown,
Oh, okay.
so I
Cool.
vaguely know what's.
Okay, cool. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, did you post those magic items?
Shit! I have them. Hold on. I forgot to post them. I have them. I have them. I just forgot to post those magic items.
It is always funny every time I tab over to stream and I just see Quill fucking absolutely jiving in the corner.
Going for it.
Yeah. Here, I'm just gonna post them into the side chat.
I think it's even
here.
funnier that on the Discord it only does that while I'm talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. There's that one. Oh, fuck. Thank you. There's that one. And there is that one. There you go. Gifts
Doggy.
from God to you.
Wee.
Ugh.
Also, knowing what we kind of know now, or at least have an inkling to now, of with
Everything. Yeah.
how like emu stuff kind of works.
Yeah.
This mountaintop.
Oh, this mountaintop probably fucking pisses him off so much.
Oh yeah, he probably hates this mountain with a burning passion.
Oh yeah, he most certainly does. I mean, not only is there like a fucking ring of them, even deep in the mountains, there's still statues around.
Yeah, there's still statues around, and then when people get to the top, like I'm assuming it's not everybody that comes to the top of this mountain, but at least sometimes they're like, "Hey, you want to prove your determination? Your dedication to freedom."
Mm-hmm.
And Emu every time is probably like, "Fucking," like every time.
Every goddamn time. So you have collected your magic items. I'll add Saya's shit later. Then you all blink. You just blink. And hold on. Fucking roll 20, please. Hold on, let me fix this. Hold on. I need to move you all. Why roll 20? Why? Boom! Suddenly you're here.
Clara's
Oh,
just
big
like,
woman.
yeah, I forgot. I forgot about her. I'm gonna be honest, and because it was zoomed in on her token at first, I forgot about that because anyway.
Hey, oh,
Oh, which one? The mommy giant?
which one?
Both.
Do you have any
The
idea
answer
how
is
little
both.
that narrows it down?
Do
Exactly.
you realize how little that narrows it down? Why did it not update your fucking token health? Whatever, roll 20. Just whatever. Either way. Yippee, here you guys are.
Ooh,
Woo.
Welcome back.
Well, we did
And
it.
the guard kind of walks back up. I assume, based on the Unk head head. Goodness, that's a tongue twister. You threw out of the cave. You handled the problem.
It's been handled. And side question.
Hmm.
The statues on the top of the mountain normally interact with people, or is that
They interacted with you.
Oh, to be precise, we balanced the ecosystem. Like, to be clear,
That yes, there's some star dogs in the cave.
Starhounds. We knew there was a
They're
pack living around the
normally
island.
The-
yeah
why is-
yeah yeah.
Oh shit, my internet. Oh
Normally they
no!
out of hand.
Okay, hold on.
I think you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. I need you all to repeat what you said
Mm.
because my internet decided to do a funny.
Okay. You know, we love it when the internet does. And yeah, Clara just kind of yeah, the yeah, the star hounds, they apparently normally keep them in check. I guess they got out of hand.
Ah, good to know. We'll have to make sure that none of the other adventurous types get an idea. But thank you for helping balance the ecosystem.
Well, it's what you requested of us. And yes, as for the statues, yeah, they there was questions involved,
Hmm,
and she kind of kind of rolls her shoulder, and a little bit of fighting involved.
I see.
Just gonna be feeling that tomorrow.
What were the
Just a little bit.
questions? Were they revolving around freedom?
Well, like
Oh, the usual. Who are you?
yeah,
What are your motivations? What are the limits of your considerable abilities? That kind of thing.
Hmm,
yeah, for the most part, I think that was kind of a general for everyone.
I see. Well, it's not often that the statues of Nikador come to life, let alone Tre and Chi. But Nikador is the most often of the bunch. A few adventurous types go up there as a ceremony to determine if they are ready to leave the island. Most of the time, they aren't ready. But those who do eventually adventure forth, past our island, most likely heading to Elbath, the homeland of the giants.
Makes sense why a lot of them fail. Those statues can really throw some hands.
They really can. Where do you think I got my scar, hmm? And she kind of points up to
Oh
like the
my.
scar of her eye. Like she has multiple different scars, but she points specifically up to her eye.
It's impolite to ask, so I wasn't going to, speculate on it privately.
Hmm. It's alright. I'm not ashamed to admit that the sun god's champion scarred me. Many take pride in that type of scar. Well, despite winning against Nikador, I haven't left yet. For reasons that I wish not to share. At least not yet. Regardless, thank you all for helping. We actually do have your map ready. And she pulls out like a box and puts it down. Like imagine it's like it's a small, really small box for her, but it's like a decent sized chest for you all. So she puts it down kind of like here. Inside there are some supplies. We figured, you can use some healing supplies. And your map. Consider it payment.
That's much appreciated.
Inside are 5 uncommon potions of healing, a map, and
Oh.
a few first aid kits.
Okay.
The map. The map.
Yep.
As navigator, I
Alright.
glom that map right up. Thank you.
Yes. And so now you, I'm bringing you to the map. You get kind of this. Here, let me make a square of the section of the map you get. One
You said what?
sec.
Three medkits?
Yeah, about 3 medkits. Mm-hmm.
Who's been
Okay.
Who's been doodling?
Oh, the doodles.
You know.
The doodles are for myself. They're to show like where you guys have like your journey basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
just more
we're
so
the
for me.
funny blue line. Group 2 is the purple line up there, and then the gray squigglies all over is big Stormfront.
Yeah, big Stormfront.
Big Stormfront.
Yep. Either way,
Yes.
you get the purple square section of the map. You basically get the Brisk Kingdom, the Rushwan Kingdom, Balteria Island, Judo Island, Kutsuko Island, Bog Mountain, a couple unnamed islands. You can assume that they're probably part of like different kingdoms. Semawani, Starro, and and also trade routes. And actually, I'm going to bring you all to the trade route map. So then you guys actually have a better idea of what you're dealing with. Alright, there we go. Thanks for
Lines,
20.
Mason. The lines.
Woo! Trade routes. My merchant heart soars.
Yes. Here you are. You just see Balterio, I don't think you guys got Centario, so it goes here. And then kind of up to the Calm Belt. There we go. So, all the orange lines indicate trade routes between islands. You notice that there's a couple trade routes that kind of pull off the edge of the map. You can assume, oh, there's probably a different map that doesn't really matter to you right now. Because you're not going to go that deep into the south. And you do notice, Samawani is like the only island that trades with Bog Mountain. That has like an open trade route. And the warrior woman kind of points at the map, big finger, kind of gently. As you can see, we are the only island that trades with Bog Mountain. Mostly because we find Rollith's determination good. At least the elders did, and do still. Regardless, if you follow along this path, you should be fine. Sea Kings don't generally follow this route. And the Marines will not cause any trouble. The only possible trouble you can run into is a couple rogue pirates, but even they know to kind of steer clear of this trade path.
Well, that's good to know. Faster we can get there, the better.
Indeed. And she kind of points some things along, like the Brisk Kingdom kind of has all of the like this island, this island, this island. Kind of like the small islands kind of around it, being like, oh yeah, those are under the Brisk Kingdom. Rushwan and Briss are kind of at like a standoff war, kind of a cold war. Valteria Island is a neutral country. She kind of points out a couple things in case you guys decide to go deeper into the south. Kutsuko Island is relatively safe. She points out a couple uninhabited islands where you can find like rare materials and stuff for weapons. Basically pointing out a couple things for you guys to understand about like the politics in this area of the South.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, Yeah. That's the information you have.
Woo!
Nice.
Nice.
The map, the map, the map, the map, the map.
Yep. You're
Navigator
so
very
excited.
excited.
Yeah, the navigator is so excited. All right.
Yeah, see, once I've got the map, then I can do whatever I want. The map is the key.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The map is
And
the
the
key.
world, the lock.
Indeed.
Well,
Fuck
thank you
allergies.
for the help with the map and the extra supplies.
You're welcome.
But,
Congratulations on your fight against Nikador and the other champions.
yeah, Clara's kind of gives her a nod and just, well, it should probably be off.
Indeed.
Duh.
I will guide you to your ship. And, as you guys begin to descend, the governor lady kind of nods in appreciation. I'm gonna just fucking control grab you all.
Adventure Cube.
Yay.
The Adventure Cube.
Classic.
You guys, continue down, and when you get about to here, you'll get a visitor.
Oh boy.
Woof!
The Starhound. Yay.
One of the Starhounds.
Dog.
The little lady kind of nods in appreciation. It jumps down and, sits and hands you, Clara, a potion of giant strength.
Okay. What
What kind of
kind?
giant?
The most common kind, like the least powerful one.
Okay, so that'd be what is it, like stone
Hill-
giant.
I think
I think
yeah, I
maybe
think it's
hill
stone.
giant.
Yeah.
Oh, hill
Yeah, it's
giant.
either hill or.
Yeah, one of the two. I would
Uh,
say
I'll,
hill.
I'll look up the common one.
Hill. Let's say
Let's
hill giant.
5e. Push a giant strength. Come on.
As like a note of appreciation for helping them out with balancing the ecosystem.
Okay, yeah, hill giant.
I
Hill
think I
giant.
still have speak with animals up.
Do you?
Has it been an hour since we were?
It's been about an hour. Yeah,
A little bit less or a little bit more?
a little bit more.
I could use one of my 3rd level spell slots to cast Speak with Animals.
You sound pained by doing that.
I don't want to upcast something to 3rd level. Using one of my last 3 spell. You know what? We're gonna take a rest. We're gonna take a rest. It'll be fine. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. And the hound kind of nods. Thank you again.
Thanks for coming all the way out here.
You are welcome. The pups were eager for your arrival, but we felt Nikador sent you back. You got them excited.
Did anyone want to come with?
No. Despite their young age, well, because of their young age, we are not ready for them to leave yet. If you arrived maybe a couple weeks later, we absolutely could have. But it is what it is. The Pact will continue to watch over the pups. Who knows? Maybe fate will allow you all to meet again.
Maybe fate. Maybe fate.
Indeed. For now, I will leave you all. Take this gift and stay strong. And it runs off again.
Yeah,
There
Clara
goes
just kind of
the
like.
fluffiest boy.
Yeah, Clara just kind of like slots it into like a little, like a belt loop, and just kind of. Yeah, that'll be useful at some point.
Maybe some point soon, based on what I've heard.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
And so she guides you back to your ship. Kind of nods. Perhaps one day we'll cross paths again when I am ready to leave my home. Take care. Stay strong.
You as well.
Boy, I could look up to that.
I understood that reference. And she kind of walks off away from kind of where you guys' ship is ported, parked. The other crew members welcome you back with, big smiles and open arms. Like, hey, welcome back.
It's good to be back. We have a few extra supplies that need to go down into the hold, and well, we have a proper map now. So
Well, that's good. So, time to save the captain, right?
Time to
that
say,
is
"Captain,
most certainly the plan.
I've got the map.
Wonderful.
The map.
All right. Sorry, I was about to take your job. Go ahead, Clara.
Clara just kind of like looking at Yepto, just like, no worries. I'm just filling in for the moment anyway.
Yeah, but still.
All right,
yes.
Gina, send us off. Let's
Copy
go
that.
rescue Yukio.
Copy that. And she pulls a few levers with her two arms. The ship's sails unfurl. There we go. Close enough. Unfurl. The anchor raises, and the ship heads off. And so, it will be a. Did I say 4-day journey? I think I said 4-day. 4 to 5 day journey.
I think 4, yeah.
Yeah, 4. Do you guys have
Before we get too much further,
training
we gotta.
during those 4 days? I don't remember.
Double checking. I've got it marked down somewhere. Where is it marked down?
It's probably in Yukio's sheet.
Yep, there it is. And yeah, that would put us at 7 of 7.
All right.
So that'll be a reset for the counter.
Copy that. Everyone, I need
Okay,
you to
yeah,
make
what's right?
me your training things. For Saya, I think it's a whiz check or a dex check. I don't fucking remember. Let me double check for her.
Check, not a save, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah, it's a check,
yeah,
not
it's
a
just
save.
flat.
I don't have advantage, and I think that would have failed anyway.
Yeah, that would have failed anyway.
I mean, if you'd had advantage, 16 would have done it.
I'm on
if
my
you're the
fifth
last
check.
one.
Yeah,
That 16 would do it.
Okay, but I didn't have advantage anyway.
yeah.
No inspiration, Sedge.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
good. Hey, guess what? I got another ability.
nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Is it wisdom check for Saya? Let me go ahead and do that for her. Hey, that's a success for her. That's nice.
I'm
All right,
taking Evening Shroud.
Evening Shroud. Okay, let me check. Knight's Embrace. Was it Knight's Embrace or no? It was Starfall Barrage. Okay. When Ask casts a spell that damages creatures, you can deal an additional D8 of damage. Okay.
Question: does
Yeah.
that apply? So, if I use that with Call Lightning, that would deal whatever D10s it does plus 1d8, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's just an additional 1d8, like a flat 1d8 additionally.
Yeah, that'll help round out my damage. Oh, we should decide who's getting what items.
Yes.
Mm.
So, the items that you
True.
have, well, Saya already took the devil fruit, so that's out of the table. You have the sundial ring.
You even have 2 devil fruits? You can't.
No,
You
Saya,
No.
Saya didn't have a devil fruit before, so.
Yeah, I think out of the crew
Oh,
now
sure,
that
sure.
Saya has taken a devil fruit, the only people that don't have one is Gina, Yeptoad, and Yukio.
Yep.
Most of the crew has devil fruits.
This is show accurate, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best that we have at least one person who can swim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Just in case.
Probably.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. So, okay. You have the sundial ring, which basically gives you bonuses depending on what time of day it is, which is something I'll have to actually start keeping track of now. But that's
I
fair.
mean, so I was thinking, at least some of these items are like dependent on the time of day,
Uh-huh.
and Aster's like is night. Like I'm always night. It's always nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
If they're standing near me or they are me, could they just always get whatever thing it does when it's nighttime, in addition to whatever time of day it actually is?
Like, the effect would overwrite, for sure.
I think the effect
Hmm.
will probably depend. I think it would override. Like the effects of the actual sun would probably override your devil fruit, unless you're in a
Dang.
cave. Then
if
when
I'm
you're in a cave,
barbarian?
it might be a different story. But for the most part, you're not going to be able to override these items.
Dang. I was hoping there'd be some sort of mystical, like, I am the night.
Well, I mean, you
Flip
are
that
the knight.
Funny coin.
All right, yeah. Pull out the funny coin. Let's see if Yukio does a funny.
All right. We'll do.
I don't think I have any magic items yet, other than the fruit.
Yeah. So you have the Cloak of Nyx, you have the Sundial, and you have Dusk and Dawn. What items are you three going to split upon yourselves?
All right. Flip a coin.
I
Let's do
kind
it.
of fancy that cloak.
You do fancy the cloak?
All right.
I'm not a
The
spellcaster,
coin
but
has
like,
decided.
Well, having a couple of those, because everybody can concentrate on one spell at a time, so you can just put yours on.
exactly.
Yeah.
So inflict wounds with a +5 to hit is kind of meaty. I assume this costs them at their minimum level.
Yes, minimum level. Yeah, so basically, it is minimal level for Cloak of Nyx. Inflict wounds is really good. Sleep, Bane.
Unless someone else particularly wants the cloak. I do kind of fancy it.
No, I'm good.
I'm fine.
Hell yeah.
It's been
I was thinking
21
about the
sessions.
sundial.
Does it cost an action or a bonus action to use the secondary?
I think it's a bonus action.
Bonus action spellcasting is kind of crazy.
As a bonus action while wearing this cloak, you can cause all stars. Okay, no, hold on, the cloak.
Yeah, that's the first.
Yeah,
I think it is just
when,
an action.
When it says you cast a spell, it usually just means normal.
Yeah, it should just
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Frey. Good afternoon. Yeah, the skeleton flipping out is just fantastic.
Groovin'.
Groovin'. Yeah, the game is going great. They have loot and they're separating upon themselves.
Yeah.
All right, Quill. Since no one else wants it, you get the Cloak of Nyx.
I'm taking that cloak. Hell yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
my first magic item.
Fuck yeah. Groovin'.
Groovin'.
Clara, I'm assuming you want to keep the greaves for Yukio. I assume. Or do you think that it'll be actually good for her?
Yeah, let me look at the greaves again.
Honestly, I think that you could probably use the greaves for Clara. She could use some more spells.
Yeah. I think they'd probably be more in line with Clara.
Yeah.
There's no rule against concentrating on
Magic
spells
items
while raging, just not
Yeah.
casting them.
Yeah.
True.
While raging. Is
Yeah.
I thought you do. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you can't cast spells, but there's no
I think it does.
rule.
Oh, I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, there's no rule about concentrating on spells, so you can cast a spell and then rage.
Actually, never mind. I forgot how to read. You can't concentrate on them either.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, in all fairness, Clara does, have a couple different spells that don't require concentration. So, all right.
Yeah.
Clara gets the Greaves then, the Dusk and Dawn. Does that work?
Yeah. Let me scroll down to those, and I will.
All right, and then Aster, you get the sundial watch. Basically, it's basically a watch.
Great. I guess I'm wearing 2 watches now.
Wait, what's the second one?
The log pose.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. You are You're gonna have so many watches. But I mean, in all fairness, it's probably a good thing that you have the sundial ring, right? Helps you determine
Yeah.
the time of day. Almost exactly.
Oh, certainly. I'm
That's
just hoping that somehow I can get it to give me dusk at all times.
You really want that. You really want the fucking advantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah. I mean, like, I took a
be fair,
alert.
that is
I
kinda
want to go
huge.
first.
Yeah, that is
Like
really
everyone
huge.
wants that.
I mean, yeah, it's fair. You know what? Honestly, very fucking valid. You
Yeah,
all.
so if
Hmm?
if I dial up my night powers, I'll just, switch it to the one that I want.
Yeah, I think
add that.
I'll think on that
Stuff.
one. I didn't think about that part of your devil fruit. I'll get back to you after this description. As you all sail
ahead.
through the relatively calm seas, there's no storms in sight. You all get your long rest.
Woo!
Yeah.
Let's get Clara's health back up. Full.
Yeah. So you all get your long rest.
Ugh.
You all, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I think she should use like. All right. Then you see what looks to be Bog Mountain. It looks like a giant bog as an island. Lots of different trees, riverways. But at the top of the mountain, you can see a gorgeous castle. You all, dock in kind of like the trade port. You see a it's a massive trade port, but because you know that the oh god, giants trade there. There we go. God, what the fuck is wrong with me? Sorry. Since you all know that the giants trade with Bog Mountain, it makes sense for it to be so big. And you kind of walk up, and there's a surprising lack of people. But there's also just a lack of buildings in general. Sure, there might be like a couple storehouses and, maybe a trade post with no one in it. But as you get closer to the castle, there are actually like maids and stuff, They all kind of blink in surprise at your arrival, but they all kind of like bow and nod. And then the head maid, I don't have tokens. I should have made tokens for them. But the head maid kind of steps up. She looks a bit disheveled, honestly. She looks very tired. And she nods, like she bows. Welcome. Mistress Yukio has been waiting for you. Please follow me.
Clara just kind of like quirks an eyebrow at that, just like, huh.
Alright, hold on. Let me add you guys to the actual map. Let me get.
Ugh, bright light.
Yeah, bright light. Get fucking flashbangs. Hold on. Alright, let me drop you all into the map proper.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
I had to
Hey,
scroll
we're
down
upstairs.
farther. Yeah, we're down there.
Upstairs.
You guys kind of walk around the gardens just a tiny bit. Sorry, I am currently trying to make a token for this this fine lady, this fine maid. Give me a moment, please.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good.
Because that's the one thing I fucking forgot to do with all of this, is to make actual tokens for the maids.
You know.
I hate the fact that it doesn't automatically filter AI out. Fucking tired of that shit. Fuck. Well, that's Yuri. I appreciate Yuri on my timeline. Thank you.
You know.
Pro
You
tip
know, it's
on,
actually
the
made
more
Yuri. Like, it's made Yuri in particular.
You just send that to me.
You know, based.
Hey, I know what I like, okay?
You know,
Based.
All right.
yeah, you know, understandable.
You fucking want it, you can have it. I left it all in one
This is
piece.
so
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
Awesome.
trying to find a good
Anyway, continue.
this works. This fucking works. Open image, new tab, please. Save.
Here you go. Here's one you can have. You can use this.
Did you just send it to me?
Yeah.
You fucking Quill pinned it into our messages.
Oh, Quill.
I am a simple bud.
You're a simple skeleton. Oh, for fuck's
Quill
sake.
knows what they're about. That's great.
That's fucking great. Thanks. Thank you, Observer. I appreciate the help.
Yeah.
All right. Now I need to open up this. Sorry, the one thing I forgot to do, and I'm so unprepared. Oh, I'm so unprepared. Oh no, now I have to scroll through all of these images. Ah, fuck me.
Hey, you know, don't worry about it. It can't be any worse than Dalton last night.
What happened with Dalton last night?
He lost the stat block for the monster he was going to use.
How do you
Yeah,
do that? Dalton, buddy, old pal of mine. What the fuck?
Yeah, he lost the stat block for the monster he was going to use. So we stalled by RPing the group eating at a tavern for like 15 minutes.
Okay, RP this fucking bitch. How are y'all feeling about suddenly being in a castle the second time being in a castle?
Yeah, Clara's just looking around, just like, this is a This simultaneously feels strangely appropriate, but also very out of place given the surroundings.
I know how Astra feels. I'll kill any king.
Well, she does like a sense of dramaticism.
Given how we first encountered her, I gathered as much.
Okay, we're getting there. I don't need this. Fucking, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, go in here. Regardless, we appreciate your arrival. Things have been tense, to say the least.
Clara, hearing that immediately, is kind of just like, how so?
Well, there was an incident with the lady's sword. I don't understand it myself, but
It's as soon as she says that, Clara's just like, where's Yukio? Just kind of that immediate, just like,
Oh, she's safe. She's in the throne room right now. She's been contemplating the last few days.
Okay, all right. Clara's doing that kind of like thing while she's walking around. She's like, okay.
Does she pay you?
Indeed. We're all paid very well here. One of the other maids kind of like nods with a smile on her face. Welcome to Castle de Draco. We welcome you. And as you pass through the gardens, you see some very rare plants from the different blues. You know, I assume that you guys probably looked at a couple things from the
Yeah.
from O'Hara. Be like, oh yeah, well these are interesting. This it's weird that she has so many of these different types of plants. And then you all kind of go through, and one moment, I forgot to fucking fix the actual throne room scene.
Oops.
Okay, hold on.
Let me do that.
Okay. Hold on. I'm unprepared. It's okay. It's okay. I knew I was forgetting things this session. And Ember, you guys are down here. I am an unprepared bitch, but it's fine.
I think I'm going to have taken the time to attune to the garb of Uriel, actually.
Okay. Oh, that was a fun one.
Oh yeah, I think I can make it work to my advantage.
Absolutely.
My
Yeah.
AC is high enough, and it technically doesn't count to break the sanctuary if it's an AoE spell.
True.
It
Yeah.
has to be an
Technically.
actual attack, so they have to first succeed on the Wisdom saving throw, and then they have to beat my AC, which isn't actually an easy task.
Mm-hmm. And as you all kind of step forth, you do notice that like the ground around here is scarred, and like there's some broken tiles and stuff. I wish this map had some editing, like different edits. And she kind of motions you all to kind of wait here, and then she kind of steps up a bit forward. Now announcing the Crimson Howl crew, Lady Yukio.
Yukio kind of like she was kind of just like leaning, doing that thing where like kind of like in the throne, just kind of leaning kind of somewhat to this side, kind of like hand like partly on the face, their eyes closed, just kind of like and then as soon as she hears that, like her eyes like snap open, and basically before anybody can blink, she's already like over in front of Clara.
Hi, Captain. Hi, Captain. How are you doing? Hello.
Oh, Yukio, it's good to see you. I can take control of Clara now once again.
Yeah. Yeah, you get to have the Clara steering wheel again.
Yep.
And Yukio like, and this is probably the thing that's gonna catch everybody off, because they expected Yukio to like kind of like rush over, like that's expected. The very first thing she does as soon as she's there, like that blink and she's in front of Clara thing, is she just pulls Clara into a hug.
Oh, sorry. And she hugs back. Are you okay?
And I've been worse and better. I'm still figuring it out. Regardless, it's good to see you again. You took a little while.
Apologies, we were held up by a side quest.
Ah, fair enough. I had She kind of looks down at the floor, which is probably like mid repairs, and she's like, I had my own things to deal with. And if the rest of the party like actually like really looks at Yukio, yeah, she's got a new sword. And granted, her old one is still there. Like, well, part of it anyway is still there on on her like sword belt on the hip.
Wow, what happened to Chikage? Captain, what happened to Chikage?
And when she hears that, she kind of like still hugging Clara, just kind of like leans past to get a good view faster, and just, your boyfriend happened.
Did she puts like a paw to her chin, like, I guess you could describe him that way. That's a lot of other. I didn't think. Huh. Okay, I'll accept that at face value, and I have further questions, but maybe later.
Clara kind of chuckles at that. We will have a lot to discuss on the way back to the ship. But speaking of, where is the dragon?
Wait, is she just like letting you go? Can we just take you and leave?
As
There's
you all
a
kind of
lot
say
to
that.
talk about.
Hi, Brelith. Hello.
I rather.
Yep. She kind of steps up and kind of nods to her guard. Not guard, turn maid. Thank you for letting them in. And immediately Clara readies readies the Firehawk Talon. She's like, all right. You and I have a long talk to go through. Please. As if you can actually harm me.
Yukio just kind of, Yukio kind of looks back and forth between two. Just, I've never had anyone fight over me before. This is strange. It's new. I kind of want to see where this goes, but at the same time, I know it's not a good idea.
Hi, excuse me. Why did you throw me off when we were flying?
Because you weren't my wife. It's as simple as that.
So you did. Hmm. Hmm.
And yeah, Yukio, before things get out of hand, like as much as she kind of wants to see how this plays out, she's like, it's not
Wait.
ruin the floor
Outside,
any more than it has been.
outside question. Did Yukio's mother want to come in with us?
That is a good question.
No, she's staying on the ship. She has a
Okay.
feeling. Yuka's mother has a feeling some like uncomfortable conversation is going to happen, and she's ready for it, or she's getting ready for it.
Yeah, she's mentally prepping for a conversation, and she got that paternal feeling of like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
Yep.
And
You know.
for reference, I want to have cast protection from poison on myself, on Clara, and on Saya.
Okay. Well,
Ember will be fine.
yeah, Ember will be fine. Yeah.
Ember has
I'm built.
Ember's got evasion
Yeah,
I do.
and is typically out of the line of fire.
Yeah.
That's
typically.
yeah.
And has
I
uncanny
am in the
dodge.
center of the.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
And I only
Yukio?
have 3 second level spells.
Yep.
Yeah, Yukio just kind of like puts a hand on Clara's shoulder. Let's not ruin the floor any more than I already did.
She blinks and then looks down at you. Wait. You care about the flooring? Wait, what did she do
It'd
to
be
you?
rude.
What did she do to you? And like she immediately like starts like Quill.
Hello?
Discord's
Cool.
donking out.
I'm good. Okay. Bye.
Cool
You're right.
moment.
Yeah.
Cool moment.
Cool moment. Yeah, she quickly
moment.
like starts looking over you like for any like notable like spells or something. Like she's not good at detecting this stuff,
Yeah.
but she is like looking you over, being like, "What
Yuki-
did she do to you? Are you okay?"
Yukio just kind of like hands like framing Clara's face, just like, Clara, she didn't do anything. I was going to do something myself, and then somebody, and she leans past and looks at Aster again. Somebody we all know, decided to interfere, and things happened a little bit before I'd wanted them to. So things got a little violent somewhere they shouldn't have. I was going to have Rowlith take me to a small island close by or something to do this, but The point being, and she pulls out like because it's like Chicago was still in the sheath, but you could kind of tell like it was like the sheath was like damaged and like everything else, and which is something that is normally never the case with any weapon you've seen Yukio handle. Like she takes immaculate care of anything like that, and she actually pulls like Chikage out, and it is like the blade is like shattered down to a point where it is basically dagger length, and just Chikage and I had we've settled things properly.
Okay. Wait. But that doesn't explain why you're caring about her.
I, you kind of like stops at that and like puts what's left of Chikage's blade back, and just it's complicated. And then again, I'm still not used to
Well, maybe we should ask
feeling
a more relevant
everything in full.
question.
It
Are you coming with us, or are you staying with her?
and
Is
Yukio
that
kind of looks at Rowleth, and I'm going with them,
of course you are,
but
and I respect that decision. Clara kind of blinks and looks at her like, "Wait, what?" Yukio and I have had conversations. We've come to a mutual agreement, and I am willing to let her go. Under one simple condition. And she kind of like walks over and puts an arm around Yukio's waist and pulls her close. Not away from Clara, but like it basically human cuddle pile, basically like a body cuddle pile. I come with. No, you're not coming with us.
Clara,
Yes.
again, this is a. I'm still not, again, like I said, I'm still not used to feeling everything in full. Um, and this is the point where Clara, who could actually see, could see Chikage before, probably notices the fact that she doesn't see Chikage anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I said, Chikage and I, we settled things, and well, that that emotional filter isn't there anymore. So I've been feeling things a lot more than I used to.
Okay.
And while I'm still not exactly happy about how I ended up here, it I do have to admit, Rowleth has made things very clear that there's a certain level of I guess dedication to waiting. What did you say it was? Like 700 years?
800 years.
800 years. 800 years for one person. It's
Uh,
oddly endearing, admittedly. And
She blinks at
I,
that, and she looks like between the two of you, like, and then she looks at Ralph. Did you put a charm on her? She's not normally. Wait, you said emotional filter, and then it clicks to her. Oh God.
Wait. I have an idea.
Yeah.
You should kiss Rolith.
And Clara like turns so fast, her head almost comes off like from the speed of it, and like, I'm sorry, what?
Oh no, see, then it'll work out.
uh...
oh, Astra, ever the Chaos Gremlin.
Hold on.
Oh,
What the hell are you talking about? No, I'm not going to kiss her.
Yeah.
So
And
if you also like her, and she likes Yukio, and Yukio likes you, then it all works out.
What?
Yeah.
I don't
And-
like her. I want to kill her. I want.
Yeah,
You want to kill her because she likes Yukio, and you also like Yukio. But what if
She stole
wasn't-
my wife.
Yukio, while this is happening, while Clara's like turns to look at Aster, just kind of like elbows Rowlith and just kind of does the like, like that like kind of like head tilt look thing of just like, just do it.
you have two hands?
I don't care. Yeah, these two hands are going to go around her throat. And before she can say anything, Rowlith turns Clara, and because Rowlith is like super small, stands up on her tippy toes and like gives a quick kiss to Clara. There. See? Now I'm joining the crew. Other girls! I don't know who played that, but thank you.
It was me.
Thank you. We all love Yuri. Well, that settles it. I have 2 wives now. I'll be back probably in about a couple of years. Enjoy taking care of the castle, and your payments will still come through. And she starts dragging the 3 of them away. Like, wait, stop! I haven't agreed to this yet.
See, I told you it all works out. It's easy.
And then I don't have art for this yet,
Yet.
but Yukio does like as Rowlith is kind of like pulling both of them along. She does look at Clara and the normally kind of very like blank slate look that Yukio has. She hits Clara with that quintessential like smoky bedroom-eyed look and just don't worry. We'll change that.
I need to do something real quick.
She has been entered into the polycule. She didn't even know there was a polycule, and she's in it now.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not
a
what I wanted
really
to do.
good yeah, it's a really good thing that that Gina soundproofed the ship.
Oh, it's a very good thing. Clara
Really
blushes and
definitely
she's like,
do
"Oh
that.
no, this is not becoming my life. This is not becoming my life. I refuse for this to become my life."
Aster, I think the stars will intervene a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
If I can.
Okay. Okay. What are you gonna do?
So, okay, I do have woe. So if she's within 30 feet of me while she's thinking about this,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
uh, whatever outcome would lead to, if a if a lower roll would lead to a better outcome, I want her to subtract a d6 from that.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh.
Polycule's happening.
Oh.
This is within my power.
I love how Aster was the reason, basically because of the conversation Yukio had with Aster. That's the reason her and Clara got together, and now she's furthering it along. She's doubling down.
Look, there's no way through but through. You got to go forward. You can't go back.
And Clara feels that power and she glares over her shoulder at Aster as Rowlith drags them both away.
Stars are in alignment.
The maid kind of steps up. Well, that's certainly one way to have her go out. It's okay. We have plans in place for when Miss Rowlith leaves. We'll be fine. However, is there anything we can assist you with? And she kind of looks at the 3 of you that are remaining, as you hear in the distance Clara like trying to object, but she's too flustered to object.
I'm just imagining like what Aster did was like she held up a star chart and was like, your horoscope says that green's your lucky color and 3's your lucky number.
Yeah, Clara is going to so hold you against this when she gets out of it.
Oh, when she gets out of it, she's gonna be been having double lesbianisms for like 3 hours.
Oh, it's going to be longer than that. I'm going to tell you that much.
Yeah.
For 2d8 hours.
All right. Either way, um, the maid kind of asks you all, is there anything that you three would need before you all head out?
Hey, Ember,
Huh?
do you know where we're going next?
What? Sorry, Isaac.
Do
Shit.
you know where? Do you know where we're going next?
No.
That's hmm. I also don't know.
Plan was originally to go to the South Blue and then the East Blue. As a reminder.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
good.
reminder.
That is what
Okay.
I was hoping to get a
Okay,
reminder
cool.
from
So,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You know, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You hear suddenly it gets really cold next to you, and in a very soft voice you hear that. Because I've got other ghosts besides Chikage.
Yeah. One of the other ghosts kind of whispers into your ear. She wanted to go to the East Blue after the South. And then it goes away.
Okay. Oh, geez. How are we? I guess we're going back up and down Reverse Mountain.
God.
Again.
Again!
We already did it once.
There's no
Let's
other
do it
really good
twice.
way across the Grand Line. Certainly not. And we're not going across the Red Line, the Grand Line, and then the Red Line. So, if we're going to East Blue, we got to go up and down Reverse Mountain again.
God.
Oh, great. And that's Saya speaking. Great. I was hoping that I didn't have to go back up and down. Gina got so seasick last time.
Yeah, no, we're doing it again, and we're gonna do it better this time. I hope.
Yeah.
We
As a
better
side
do it
note for
better.
reference, this is the look that I have a full reference art that I'm going to be getting an artist to have Yukio doing at some point, but this is the look that Yukio gave Clara.
Uh-huh.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, here you go, chap. This is the look. That's the look. Cool. Yeah, no wonder why Clara caved so fast. All right.
Stars are in alignment for a good time.
Oh god. Oh, excuse me. Fuck. So with that
So
decided, the maid kind of nods.
yeah,
Well,
we're gonna need a little bit more supplies, and like, if you have some extra timber or something.
of course, we will have that delivered to your ship. Hopefully the noises aren't too distracting for the maids.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the thought of that out of my head. Thank you.
Sayaka kind of like sighs and like puts her hands in her face and be like, Regardless, we'll give you some extra timbers, some extra supplies. Though I do believe you won't be able. I don't think Lady Ralph is going to enjoy. Well, it depends. There are two options when she is done. Let's say, but that'll be between you all. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Ember, how big of a bubble can you make?
I think it's 20 feet.
It's about 20 feet, maybe 30 feet. I think it's 30 feet.
Let me...
Maybe you should
No, I
put
think
that
it's
bubble up
20,
somewhere.
20 feet. Okay.
20
Maybe you
feet.
should put that bubble up somewhere. Just follow them and put the bubble up.
Does it always follow me, or can I...
I think there was a spot where you can actually not have it follow you. I mean, you look through your devil fruit. Hold on. That's a good question.
There's a lot of text.
Yeah, no,
Oh, God,
listen, that devil fruit is a well-known devil fruit, so,
I'm just imagining a world where it always follows Ember.
Oh,
and then she
oh,
just
it's
kinda has to sit in the
120
corner.
foot.
Is it the Nagi Nagi fruit?
It's up to 100.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, why do we make that so big?
Because that's how big it was. The
Yeah, fair
calm
enough.
fruit. You are able
Fair
to
enough.
silence. You can create a sphere around you up to 120 feet. No sound can enter the sphere. You and any object you're touching or wearing cannot be heard for 20 minutes.
So I can either create a bubble around me, or I can trigger it on specifically myself and 2 other people.
Yeah, you can force them into silence. That's still breath. I think you'd be able to make that happen, or like you are going to be subjected to it. Okay, well, even with the soundproofing, I'm sorry, you're going to hear it if you want to do the silence bubble. Just so then the rest of the people just don't hear it. So up to you. That is a up to you decision. Have fun with that.
Suffer alone, or we all suffer together. You get to choose.
Wait, why do I have to suffer either way?
Well, that's the choice. Actually,
Man.
do you like Thespian Lex? Then you can do it. Then it's not suffering
Wait,
at all.
oh, wait, that's what we're covering up?
Yeah.
Oh. Why would I do that?
Like, I imagine this entire time, Aster, Saya, and Ember have been having this conversation, and Ember just didn't get the context of why she needed to soundproof something, and then as soon as she figures it out, it's just
by the Thespian Lex.
yeah. And then as soon as she figures it out, she's just like, "Why would I do that?"
I can soundproof you if you want, but
that's great.
The maid giggles into her hand at that.
As always, thanks, chat, for bearing witness to our shenanigans.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Thanks.
Yep.
Holy shit.
I was wondering what you were talking about because I was like, I don't want to censor that.
That's
God.
that's funny.
God.
That's fantastic. Oh my god.
Listen, we live on a ship. I gotta take everything. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Yeah,
my lord.
The maid giggles when like it finally clicks for Ember and be like, it's fine. We'll handle it. But yes, you'll have your supplies. I wish you all the best. And please do take care of Mistress Ralith. I know she may be a handful at times, but oh yeah, she could, but she's not going to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she can cast Magnificent Mansion. She could.
Yeah.
She's not going to, but she could.
Yeah.
And as the question is, why would she?
She wants us to hear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rowlith is the type of Cheshire Cat gremlin to just be like, could I?
Yes.
Sure. Am I going to?
No.
Why? Because I feel like it.
Because I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. So, hi, you three are now dealing with the consequences of the DM's actions of making Yuri polycule.
Yeah.
I think
And me deciding to actually roll that 2d8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, really, it is really this entire scenario is a consequence of Aster's actions.
It really is. I've just decided to lean into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All
It's
right.
especially funny that my HP right now is 69.
It is.
Uh,
It was fated. It was fated, Aster. It was fated. Sorry. So I honestly don't know where to go from here. I didn't have much planned outside of you guys reuniting.
Well, there are a lot of conversations that
True.
need to happen once certain events are done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you all get back onto the ship, right? You know, you're sailing back. after it all, I need to move some tokens real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah.
You know what? That goes there. That goes there. Where the fuck did she go? Why did I
Hold on, I'll be right
close?
back.
Okay, welcome. All right. There we go. There. Much better. You know, you guys get back. Neptune is like kind of like, did you guys not want to kill the dragon? Why is it so loud? I'm trying to ignore it. Yep, Toad. Please shut the fuck up. And that's Dean. You really? Oh, okay. Why are we doing this again? Why did I agree to this? Because it sounded fun and it pays good. Stop making sense, Yep, Toad. And Solana kind of goes over here, and it's just like, ugh.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You guys are back on the ship. The crew now. The noises. Mm-hmm.
Definitely you guys full of gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gina is like trying to ignore it. Pure innocent being.
Yeah.
And then
Pure innocent being that's slowly glowing less innocent by the week on the ship.
Yep.
That was what her like second actual swear.
Yeah, that was her
No?
second actual swear, and Solana, she heard that, and she's like, she gives a thumbs up, like, "Good job, we're corrupting you. I don't want to be corrupted. Outside of any context, that sounds really bad, Solana. I know. Why do you think I said it?" Oh my god. So, after everything happens,
Yeah.
Clara's exhausted. She, not like actual exhaustion, but she is just.
Oh yeah, I'm removing that potion of strength from Clara's inventory because during that Yukio stole it
Okay, cool.
and used it.
Cool.
So I will go up to Clara.
She's in the bedroom still.
Oh, okay. I thought she had like wandered out, like someone out of a cartoon fight cloud.
Sure. You know, she wanders out to the second top as Rowleth kind of climbs up to the crow's nest, like the gremlin she is. Oh, fucking hell.
So, how you feeling about it now?
She glares.
Oh, come on. Surely it wasn't that bad.
You're right, it wasn't that bad, but I hate the fact that it happened. And I liked it. Why did I like it?
Well, I think you're just you're hanging on to the anger that you felt when Yukio was stolen. But you have to think of it this way. Rather, use what happened now to reframe what happened before, and you might feel better.
Stop making sense.
You're in conflict with yourself. If your anger isn't serving you, maybe it's time to let it go.
And she goes into the kitchen, get some food.
Aster just like drive by dispensing wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aster has a habit
sorry.
of doing that.
Yep. And again, Clara flips Aster off as she's getting some food. Hardy heart.
But I know my words will reach her heart.
Yukio, as she like kind of comes out. Just, well, if your words don't, I'm sure either Rowleth or I will eventually.
I don't want to. And she embarrassed growl, not like an annoyed growl. Embarrassed, like she's embarrassed that she actually really enjoyed that.
Thumbs up.
Again, another flip off. Fuck you,
And
Aster.
Yukio kind of like looks past Aster and just, yeah, if you want to blame anyone for the situation, technically you can blame one of the maids. I think it was Leona. She's the one that reminded Rowleth and I that polycules are a thing. because I was
Oh.
having a bit of an existential crisis over the situation, and then they reminded us of that, and well, that kind of solved things.
Well, that certainly fucking explains it. Remind me to glare at that maid whenever we get back. Because
I was just trying to think of a way for you to keep your wife without having to fight a really, really, really big dragon. I was prepared to try and have to, but I didn't want to. It's that would have been really hard. Someone might
I'll
have
ad-
died.
I'll admit there was a part of me that kind of wanted to see how that would play out, but I thought better of it.
Oh, God. Whatever. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that I enjoyed it. Why did I enjoy it? She's having her own mental crisis.
She's having her own crisis in the
Yeah.
corner, and Yukio's just like, well, at least it's fair that you're having yours now. I deal with mine a while ago.
Yes, and I'm sorry that we didn't make it in time to help you with Chicago. I really am.
It's honestly, it kind of worked out. I think, all things considered, I would have. I'm just glad that certain someone uh didn't have other targets.
Mm, true enough.
Uh,
And she goes back to making food.
and then she kind of like looks back to Aster and just. And on that note, I think we need to have a talk.
Ah, yeah, okay, yep.
And then she kind of like heads back towards like the actual like captain's quarters in here. So first off, it's good to know that everyone's been doing well. Well enough, all things considered.
I almost sunk a Navy ship.
I imagine the next time the news queue comes through, we're going to have an update.
Oh, probably. But it's worth noting that if they just try and broadside us, they're not going to have any success with that.
That is good to know. Or future engagements. I imagine your bounties are probably all going to be going up because of that. I imagine mine's going to be going up because I am most definitely at a very minimum irritated Emu. Granted that considering he fully severed the connection with me.
Yeah, I don't have any control over him.
I imagine not many people do, if anyone. But that being said, as you can guess, and she kind of takes the sheath for Chikage and just kind of like sets it off to the side as she pulls what's left of the blade out and just kind of like lays it down on the edge of the desk. Just kind of like putting it there as a like, yep, it's just no longer really a weapon anymore. This is just kind of here. It's just kind of a reminder. And as you can guess, um, I'm sure aside from Clara and my mother, some of you have questions about Chicago was. I suppose I can answer those before I ask mine.
Questions about Chikage. The sword's broken. Does that mean she's dead?
Uh, no, she's just back where she started, and Yuko kind of just like taps the side of her head. Chicago and I were always separate, if that makes sense. And well, the whole thing with the sword was unexpected, but we made the deal and it worked out. And then, well, after doing, after research on cursed swords, we kind of had a realization that at some point something was probably going to happen that would have caused things to be an issue. So we decided we would deal with that problem on our own ahead of time, in relative safety, and Emu, I suppose, saw that as an opportunity. So things happened a little ahead of schedule. Thankfully, it worked out, but the point stands. Chicago is back with me more literally now. We're kind of, I guess it's joint control, at least for now. We're
That's
not
pretty
really
much what I
sure.
was thinking. I was imagining because the blade was broken that much. If Chicago wasn't dead, she'd just be like, and she like sort of gestures with her paws, like about like a foot away from each other. She'd maybe be like a little noodle fox, like this long.
Huh. That is that is a funny mental image, but no, we're back to being kind of one person again. It's confusing. Neither of us are really sure how things are going to play out in the end, but it works.
I need everyone in the chat to imagine for me real quick noodle on a string. Just a little worm on a string for Chicago now.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
Now,
So like you're just
so
kind of both in there?
yes, we've kind of been taking turns, I guess would be the way to put it. Joint control, like having two people steering a ship. Most of the time we agree, and sometimes we have a disagreements, but it's so far it's working.
What happens then?
In, there's usually a bit of internal debate, and admittedly, the last time we just flipped a coin.
Oh, I guess the coin's the tiebreaker.
More or less, if we really can't come to an agreement, then we have to do something. So rather than standing there and doing nothing, it's just kind of let fate decide, I guess.
That'll
It's
make
working for now, and
Is it like
like
a
I said,
physical
neither of
coin
us
you're
are
flipping, or is it a mental coin?
more of a mental coin.
How do you determine whether it's random or not?
And you're kind of just like, huh. Uh, I suppose if it is random, then it. But if it's not random, then does that mean I? I'm gonna try not to think about that right now. Um,
I just
that
don't want there to be
aside,
a deadlock in the system if things get a little bit more heated. Because this is a pretty chill. This is a pretty calm circumstance. So it's better to work out the rules in advance so that when things get heated, everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, we already know what we're doing."
that's fair. I'll I'll discuss that with the Chuck Hockey later. But the point being, we're not really sure how things are going to turn out. We're not sure if we're going to continue to be, well, both of us, or if at some point we really will go back to being just one person. This is an edge case. There wasn't really anything in O'Hara about something like this, so we're kind of in proverbial uncharted territory. So that'll be its own thing. But you know now, and now that brings us back to
Oh, one last
other
question.
matters.
Should I keep this secret?
I suppose if someone asks, go ahead and tell them. Saves me the trouble of having to explain it again.
But don't tell them unless they ask.
Sure.
Okay.
And now that brings us back to other matters. About Emu. Admittedly, before, I was going to just kind of ignore it, chalk it up to, well, you being you. But given what's happened recently, how exactly did you, I guess, wander your way into the situation you ended up in?
Oh, well, I was just kind of in an alleyway and he snatched me.
So you ended up somewhere else.
Yep. Hmm.
Now, when you were in the alleyway, were you doing your thing that you like to do, that I know you've been doing, where you talk to him, even though he really doesn't like it?
I mean, I kind of always got the sense that he liked it more than he didn't like it.
Yes. You just, just can't tell. It's like, I guess. And then I'm going to assume things proceeded as expected from there to result in what's, well,
Aster blushes a little bit. I perhaps the less said about that. Oh boy, I don't want to. Yeah. Uh,
fair enough, I suppose.
Look, it was pretty loud, but I don't think I was anywhere nearby, so nobody heard.
I can't imagine Emu having very many visitors or friends, honestly. You know, the
Yes,
more that
he
I've
should.
learned because of, the more that I've learned because of Rowlith, given his attitude, I kind of believe he's a bit of a bottom.
You know, I don't think that's true. I respect you, Captain, but I don't think that's true. I could say it one more time, just for a third one. I really don't think that's true.
Yukio just kind of like, Yukio kind of just quirks her eyebrow at that and just, I
Like,
suppose I'll have to take your
if
word
there was
for
a
it.
mountain, and and you went all the way up the mountain, and you went up the mountain all the way up until you got to the part where it starts going up and starts going down again. You know, the top. That's where he'd be.
Hmm. I sent Io with that one.
The bottom. Oh no, he is. Hi, Saya. Uh,
uh,
prizes. We love prizes.
Yep.
Oh,
Glorious prizes.
oh, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, Yukio just kind of like, I get her eyebrows still quirked, just kind of like, I'll have to take your word for it.
Look, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I was not topping.
And I'm gonna roll it. Wow! All
Oh,
right,
wow.
Yukio.
Okay.
Yeah, Yukio stops for a minute. She's like, "What was that? What was that term that Rowlith used? Power bottom, right?"
Yeah, Ika's back. We saved her. She
Yeah.
had a threesome. Sesby and Lex.
Eh.
We can blame Aster for that
We
one.
won.
Yeah, you can blame me. I did it. It's my fault.
Yeah.
I
The
did it, and
origin
I'm
of this
sorry, and I'll
situation
do it
is
again.
Aster's fault, and the continuation of it is Aster's fault.
You heard me, Saya. You heard me. There's a polykill now between a dragon, a Dualhan, and a fox lady. Yeah.
We're winning.
We're winning, chat.
And Yukio just called Emu a power bottom. So, because of the discussion with Aster. It's just like, oh, regardless of that, we are going to have to figure out a way to fix the curse part. That's something we're going to have to work on.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a. Well, I mean, she'll
Oh,
just like get, to take a paw, like press it there, and I'm gonna cast remove curse just to see if that works.
no, it does not.
Yeah, no, it's beyond my power.
I could talk to Rowlith about it, see if maybe she can do something, or if maybe she knows somebody that can do something about that.
I kind of wonder if it's like a safety thing, but at the same time, also, I don't like being hit with swords.
It's usually not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
So, we'll. And she kind of just stops and just like. As much as I'm loath to ask this after the last interaction I had with Emu, and considering the way he reacted to the outcome, perhaps you should ask him what the whole curse is there for. Because for whatever reason, he seems to like you compared to the rest of us. So, maybe he'll be forthcoming with the information.
Well, I can ask. I think that his answer to that is going to be, oh boy. Well, if it's your orders, I'll ask.
It's, well, I won't call it an order, but I will say it will probably help. Either we'll learn nothing, because he decides not to tell us anything, or he'll actually be forthcoming with the information, which, as much as I hate to admit it, normally he's at least polite. Me, he just seems to hate, so I'll be the exception to the rule, but
I mean, I think you probably antagonized him or something.
I did tell him the first time after he started watching us that I didn't care. So I guess he took exception to that.
Well, yeah, he's like, you know, I don't know. I guess if you told Rollick the dragons suck
Eh,
and that her scales don't look like are a bad color.
My
eh,
scales are not a bad color.
That was an example. Don't that I didn't mean that.
I know, but I'm letting you know now that they're not a bad color. Green is a creative color, unlike what Helith would say.
See,
Fair enough, I suppose.
you insulted him right to his face and then he got mad.
I mean, that was a while ago, and it was more in the context of I don't care that he's watching or doing anything. Not so much that I
mean,
don't care about him, but
you probably should care. Not like I'm not saying you have to care about him, but like, um, just think of it this way. Uh, he seems to have some sort of association with the Marines, and he's like big, not like physically big, but he's got like a really important and well appointed place. I would say, probably, given the level of the accommodations, he might be the equivalent of a celestial dragon or something.
Yeah, you go say.
So if you said to a celestial dragon, "You're not important to me, and I don't care what you're doing," something bad would happen.
ah, yes, ego. I should have known.
Yep. We love Eco. Great villain. Great Marvel villain, by the way. Like that was a great
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, and she's kind of, and then
Pretty
she
good
just kind
saber
of
villain,
chuckles
too.
to herself. Just, oh, that is actually almost hilariously ironic. I'll keep that one to myself, though. Save that for a rainy day. So, if you decide to ask Emu about it, it would be appreciated because it might narrow down things. Or, depending on what it's there for, it may not actually be an issue to begin with. But,
Yeah, he did already kind of give me an answer. Well, he said what it was for, but I don't want to say it.
and it's kind of, you kind of like raises an eyebrow again, and like a couple of her tails get like twitch, just,
I just got the feeling
don't.
like it was more than that, than the thing that he was saying, but also it probably is the thing that he's saying.
That's vague enough that I feel like I need to ask this, is that I don't want to or can't.
Don't want to.
Fair enough. Now, either way, I'll leave you to that. If you decide to ask, go ahead. If not, we'll see what we can do. Just remember to take care of yourself.
So, do I have this as your permission to not need a buddy all the time?
And she kind of, she's like, technically, I suppose it could get worse, but I'm not exactly sure how. Just try not to get snatched up during something important.
Okay.
And then she's going to, and then you're just gonna go ahead and head out. And she's gonna go up a couple floors.
Oh boy, it's time for this conversation, huh?
Yeah,
Oh
it's time for
boy.
this conversation.
All right. She is. Give me a moment. I need to remind myself of a couple things for her. Okay.
Good.
Okay. So,
Things happened.
I know.
Some of it good, admittedly. Other things I want to say were bad, but certainly have left me with questions.
Mhm.
Primary of those being, maybe it's an obscure thing that many people know about, but last I checked, outside of probably some random devil fruit, since there's not really a limit to what those seem to be able to do, outside of a random devil fruit, last I checked, people aren't supposed to be able to
Eat
eat
souls.
souls. Yes.
I knew this question would come, but yet I was never ready for it. Alright. Go ahead and ask it, and I'll do my best to answer.
Who's your daddy?
Oh, that's a loaded question. But she kind of just like, let's start off with something simple before getting to a deeper question. Just for my own sanity, well, our sanity at the moment, I suppose. So, since you seem to be aware of this, is there a precedent for being able to do this kind of thing?
No. You were the first of a long line. A long line of Kitsune who have shown this type of power. Admittedly, we are we were a bit more attuned with the unnatural world than other minks. At least the kitsunes were. Sure, there's other foxes, but the kitsune in general were always more spiritually connected to the world around us. We knew when someone would die, when their soul would pass on. We were gravekeepers in Zoe. We were the ones who would handle the dead. At least that's what our family did. I myself never partook in it. Mostly because I was not part of the main family. The main family was the one who handled that all. Eventually, a group of pirates came around, searching. They were looking for some strong warriors to join their crew. I volunteered.
And I'm guessing that's when you met my father.
Indeed. Well, let's just say that it's a bit more complicated than that. What do you know of the four emperors?
Probably not as much as I should, if I'm being entirely honest. But then again, I try not to delve into things that usually don't concern me.
It's
But
going to
as things...
concern you very much, my dear.
Oh, wonderful. She kind of just like sighs a little bit, just like it's never anything.
It's never anything simple. Regardless, the four emperors only exist because of one man. Rox D. Zebek. He's not your father, but he is the captain of the crew that I joined. A very powerful man, very determined. I explored the world with him and his crew. The backstabbing lot. But I always enjoyed the company of a few of the women on this crew. And then God Valley happened. And that is when I was captured. I know that was a bit before, well, not before your time. I need to recheck myself on the timeline. Hi, everyone! Give me a sec. Okay, so...
One Piece timeline moment.
Yeah, One Piece timeline moment. Okay, 38 years ago. So,
Copy break.
1, 2, 4 years ago. Yes, I remember now. I... How long has Yukio been a slave? Remind me.
Let's see. She was taken when she was like 7, so she was, oh boy, like I think it was like 5 years of that before the Kazumas got her out of that situation.
And how old is she now?
Double checks.
I'm sorry. I need to consult the timeline. See where we're fucking
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, we have to consult the deep text.
Yeah, I'm
One
really
second
looking
while
at
I
the deep.
pull up.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second while I pull up the thing for Yukio. Characters. Yeah, because she should be. Where is it at? Upside to writing walls of text for character background. Lots of stuff for the DM to work with. Downside, having to scroll through it to find something.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, she'd be. Let's see. She was 7. She originally got captured.
Sorry, but I only ask because I want to make sure the timeline doesn't break further.
We'll do that eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be 24 now.
24. Okay, so
Yeah.
1465. Okay. Wow, she's the same age as Kaido. Okay, that changes a couple things. Hold on, I have to rethink this. The timeline!
The timeline. The canon timeline is breaking. We're doing it. We're shattering it.
It broke a long time ago.
It's been breaking a bit. Hold on, I have to rethink some things.
It's been fraying at the seams, and we're slowly starting to expedite that process.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm reframing a couple things in my brain. We're getting there. We're getting there, chat. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I have to rethink a couple things because I thought I had everything down. I was like, yeah, it's gonna involve the rocks pirates. No, it's not gonna involve. It might involve the rocks.
Because yeah, she would have been 11 when the Kazumas
took her.
kind of rescued her.
Yeah.
And then she was 18 when she left the Kazumas and started doing her own mercenary shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, I have a I have the timeline fixed. We're good. It's not
Alright.
breaking yet.
Yet. We'll put a pin in that.
Yeah. Well, sorry. It's been so long. Right. That was a different group of pirates. So many things have happened. When the fuck did Parasparrow leave? No, not Parasparrow. When? Hold on. There's something else I need to check. When did Peckham's leave? That's the true question. Was it during the golden age of piracy? For Peckham's? No, it's the Hour of Legends. No, Sea Train was built. Tom dies. Corazon dies. Shanks meets Luffy. When the fuck did Peckham? Sorry, there is something that I have to kind of look through. And okay, no, this is like actual canon. He had to have done it way before the Great Pirate era. Then, no, actually, it had to be a bit after because okay.
So I'm saying this to Quill and Flash. Do we start making a betting pool on when exactly the timeline shatters irreparably?
It's okay. It's okay.
Dude, if we do that, you're gonna have to pay me immediately.
No, it's not broken.
I don't even know, man. We already broke that shit.
Nope, it's not broken.
I guarantee.
Nope, it's fixed. I got it. There have been many pirate
No?
crews.
It's not broken yet.
Shit,
There's been a couple pirate crews that have stopped by Zoe. Cultural exchanges and stuff. The slavers that took both of us were one of those pirate crews. We were escorted to the west and, separated. Then I found rocks and, well, I wound up meeting your father once again. Very fascinating fellow, that's for certain. Never seemed to age quite right. But, regardless, it took us a while. But we did reconnect, and then God Valley happened, and I do believe he died on God Valley. Well, I think. There's so many different thoughts in my head. The Rocks Pirates were a confusing bunch. Admittedly, there's a lot in my life that have been mixed together. I'm far too old for all this adventuring nowadays, but lo and behold, here I am. But
Life has a way of doing things like that.
it does. So yes, I did reconvene with your father.
Well, I suppose, with that in mind, even if they are gone, was there a name involved there, or
Timeline.
I am just gonna be using that timeline a lot right now.
Okay, same age as Kaido. Who was alive
Gonna hit-
by then?
Episode.
Not Newgate. Goldie Rogers born.
Timeline.
Okay.
And this is the part where Ayame finds out that no one else suitable was on the list, and it's Kaido. God, that'd be a loop.
Skypian War. Emmet. The 13.
I mean, make enough extra canonical children for Kaido, and he becomes Big Dad.
Eh? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't get born. So then 65. What do we have? Charlotte Linlin does her fucking thing, so it's not Linlin. It's not. Riku is born.
What? So her father could have been
No.
Big Mom?
No. So no, I'm just saying out loud. We don't have ages for these fuckers. That's the problem with some of this stuff, is that we don't have ages. And get a vast. You're not happy with me. Okay, sorry. He had a devil fruit when we conceived you. Gil Bastar. I don't know if that's gonna break the timeline or it's gonna save it, but I'm putting it's happening. He was part of the Rocks Pirates. He ate the hollow fruit. Basically allowed him to turn into a ghost, summon ghosts, things like that. Spirits, souls, the like.
And she's like, I'm sure this man is dead, and there's no other explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
For now. I'm not gonna lie. The forearm tribe thing that I came up with for Gina, 100% inspired by Gil Bastar.
Fair enough.
All right, either the point is that your father is long dead, and his name is Gil Bastar. I believe some part of his devil fruit has mixed with our close relationship with death as Kitsune of Zo, and allowed you to have the ability to eat souls. But there's also one other thing. When we were sailing across the calm belt to the west, there was a scuffle. The scuffle that separated the two of us. Do you remember it?
Rolls history.
No.
No.
Makes sense.
That was too long ago.
Yeah. The skies turned dark. Purple lightning flashed before everyone's eyes. The screams. And then I thought Kaido was the largest. Well, admittedly, when Kaido ate his devil fruit, I did make fun of his size. He was small. Tiny. I bet you he's still tiny compared to what that was. Those purple glimmering scales. Those dark, yellow eyes. They seemed to glow in the dark. I don't know what she did. And I don't know how I know it's a she. But whatever it did, it might have affected you.
You know, you could just kind of just like pinches the bridge of her nose, just like. I really should have asked for more on that island.
What do you mean? And she quickly turns. Did you see her?
Had a conversation with. Was pleasant enough. It's back when the cruise ship was destroyed and we ended up in the Calm Belt on an island.
You meant
Didn't know her name then. Met her, talked with her. She asked each of us what we wanted, and then sent us on our way. Really should have asked for more.
And well, hindsight is 2020, is it not?
I suppose it is.
So, she planned things, I guess.
I suppose.
I guess it's not your father that caused you to have these powers. I assumed so, based on his devil fruit. But
I mean, that could still have been part of it, but given what happened on O'Hara, I get the distinct feeling that much like Rowlith, at least some of them didn't forget.
Sorry, Yukio, you didn't inherit anything from your dad. You have two moms.
yeah, and that was the original plan. 100%. But either way, I am sorry, Yukio. I really am. I wish I was there to protect you from whatever not Rowlith, the other dragon did.
I'm not. All things considered, I think things have worked out well enough.
They have. I have my daughter back. She somehow fell in love with a dragon and an elf. And, well, I couldn't be more proud of her.
I'm admittedly still not entirely sure how I bumbled into that, but I'll.
Listen, you get that from your other mother. Let's be honest. Sure, Gil helped conceive you, but there was always, her to consider.
Fair enough. Well, I suppose that does answer some questions. Doesn't necessarily answer why it tastes so good, but
They can blame that on the other dragon.
the last one tasted like raspberry.
What tasted like raspberries? And that's Rowlith screaming from the crow's nest.
I mean, hey, how do you know that all souls don't just taste good for everybody? It's just that nobody else can eat them.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, and Yukio kind of like looking up at the crow's nest, talking about souls. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. And she gives a thumbs up and goes back. But at least one of them doesn't seem to care. That's good.
Rowlith is, how do I put this? Strangely focused, and yet not, if that makes any sense.
Fair. If you touch a fluffy tail, you might get kicked. Well, regardless, there's a lot that I can still tell you about Zoe, about our people, and definitely about our family. But it is strange how these pieces all fell into place. Almost like there's a god trying to make sure everything falls in line.
Given everything that I've had to deal with in the past few months, at this point, nothing really surprises me anymore.
I see. Well, regardless. Do you wish to know more? I'm willing to tell you more.
I suppose we do have a bit of a sail to get back to
Reverse Mountain.
First Mountain. So, I suppose.
Okay.
I suppose you can tell me about things while I work on some new techniques.
As you wish. And thus, that conversation's over. Big
Yeah.
big conversation.
Yeah, we've learned things.
We've learned things. Then the news queue comes around, and surprisingly,
Oh boy.
your bounties haven't gone up yet. But it does report
Hmm.
about, what you guys did, be like, oh, they almost destroyed a Navy ship. You know, things like that. It doesn't report anything about what you did, Yukio. It's just more
Yeah.
so about what the crew as a whole did.
Yeah. Yeah, Yukio does kind of quirk an eyebrow at that. Just like, that's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, so no bounty raises yet.
Well, I'm sure it'll change at some point.
Indeed. You
It's
all
kind of
get...
let's see. And Yukio is kind of like, I imagine this is like a different day or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Yukio just kind of Gina.
Yeah, Captain?
I know before I got absconded with. You'd been thinking of some ideas to improve the ship.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You want to hear them?
Sure. Is there anywhere we need to stop for supplies for that?
Well, with the supplies that we got from Bog Mountain, and with the help of Solana and Miss Rowlith, we should be fine. The
That's good.
the big thing is reinforcing the keel. I have a very bad feeling that the keel is probably the weakest part right now out of everything. Sure, I reinforced it. I made sure it's good, but going up Reverse Mountain, I don't think we were ready for that. At least she wasn't. And she kind of absolutely minded runs a hand over the railing.
I suppose it was something that most ships aren't exactly made for.
I don't think any ship is made for it. Sure, I have ideas, but I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to need to dry dock it. We need some place to go to see how she's doing, but there's no dry dock anywhere for us to dock. Sure, that there might be like Syrup Village. I've heard pretty good things about it, but that's way out of the way of where we need to go. And the only other great place to dry dock would be Galila in Water 7. I don't know if she's going to make it that far.
Well, if you think we need it, it's not going out of our way then, is it?
No, it's not. Maybe this Helith dragon can help us. At least dry dock it, check up on everything, and make sure our ship is okay.
Perhaps. But As long as you think we'll make it that far, we'll do what we have
We
to,
will.
and then we'll do what we need done.
Yes. I am sorry. I am, by my calculations, and she kind of stands up a bit proudly. This baby can survive one more, maybe 2 more trips up Reverse Mountain, and then it's a matter of everything else. Because after the East Blue, East Blue is going to be great. I heard it's like the calm that has the calmest seas. Like it's going to be a relative paradise. But when we hit the Grand Line, that's when things get really rough, and I don't know how long we'll last in the Grand Line.
Well, we'll have to do what we can for now. And once we get there, I'm sure we'll figure something out. Or you will.
Yeah, we
You're
will.
good at that kind of thing.
Thank you, Captain.
And Yuki kind of like pats Igina on the shoulder and then starts to head around.
So, Captain.
Hmm.
The location, the best place we would need to go is either Sierra Village or Helith. One of those 2 places. I don't know which one is closer, and I don't know which one would be better, but those are the 2 places we need to go.
I'll talk to Astra about it. She should be able to figure it out.
Copy that.
And Yukio then turns to Ember.
Mm.
So, I got a little bit of it from Clara and Astra. You fought a bunch of giant ants and some statues.
Giant ants?
Yes, the giant ants, the statues.
Do you not remember that, Quill?
No.
That was the last session. You went you killed the Bile Titan, remember? And
That was last session. I know I missed some of last session. I was there for that, was I?
you were there,
You were
for,
there
that.
for that, yeah.
You were there for that. That
Cool.
was
Okay. I think I vaguely remember. Sorry.
You're fine.
No, this is just actual Ember moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, actual. No, you're fine.
I was
Just-
not ready for D&D today. I thought it was our off week.
No, you're fine.
Yes, of course. The ants and the statues. I remember.
Yukio just kind of looks at Ember and just. Did you drink yourself to sleep after that?
I do that most nights, to be honest.
Eh.
Just
Fair enough, I suppose.
don't look at the wrong play.
I usually don't. Well, I suppose everything worked out well enough. Everybody seems to have been okay after that, so I can't really say much. I'm just checking in on everyone, I guess, after, well, you know.
That's completely fair. Quill.
Wait, I don't know what to say.
Just go with your gut. Believe in yourself.
I'm not good, Rob.
And Yukio just kind of like sees Ember just kind of like awkwardly standing there, and she's like, "You'll figure it out. I'd recommend maybe cutting back on the rum just a little bit."
You know what? You might be on. Oh.
Solana calls out, "Yes, some of us would like to actually have the rum."
Hey, I'm not having all of it.
You're drinking most of it.
Just 2 things.
Oh my god.
Yukio quirks an eyebrow at that amount, and she's like,
Girl's
scratch
got a
that.
drink.
And she goes, scratch that. Don't maybe cut back on it. Do.
one of the barrels has my name on it. All right.
I just realized it needs a monkey or a
Just
cat.
kind of squints and just like, fair enough.
It does have a bunny. It does have a bunny on the ship, Willow.
The Banui.
The
You
Banui.
mean a Banui? Wait,
Yeah.
when did we have a
Banui.
Banui? What the?
Aster is Banui.
Oh.
Esther, he's been a bunny the whole time.
Sorry, I thought you meant like an actual like.
Oh
Banui.
no.
No.
Oh my god. And so you sail along the paths given to you by the giants, Starro Island and the lake, avoiding the trade routes to avoid the marines, avoiding, the known pirate spots. It takes you about 3 weeks to get to Reverse Mountain once again.
Oh boy. That's, all right, everybody.
Yep.
Mark that down. That's 3 training checks.
3 weeks, you say?
3 weeks.
Yep.
Oh my
I've got to
goodness.
double check. I've got to double
Time's
check
going
what
real
the.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we managed to, I guess we took safe routes. We
Ooh,
managed to do it without the.
Okay. Saya doesn't. No, hold on. She has one more. Saya!
All right,
No.
I'm gonna make 3.
Oh come on.
Bro.
Bruh.
I've been on my 5th one for so long.
Saya's been on. Saya's
Okay,
has
so
also
that's
been
a
slugging.
19, a 21, and a
Just because I pity you, Quill,
18.
and I have an inspiration from way back before Yukio got absconded.
You're gonna give me your inspiration.
I'm. There you go. That's the best I can do, Chief.
I'm never getting this upgrade, bro.
All right. Aster, what were your numbers?
I got a.
How
The
do I
first one
remove
would
that?
be a 19.
Okay, succeed.
The second one is going to be a 21.
Succeed.
And the third one is going to be an 18.
Succeed.
Excellent.
Nice.
That's 3 out of 5 to the next one. Actually, that's the last one.
Yeah.
All right, now it's my turn.
Still don't have the second one.
Which one did we agree on for the? It's charisma, right? First one is
Yeah, it's charisma,
success.
okay. Okay, just barely.
Barely. It meets. It beats.
All right, second one.
Succeed.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, so 2 out of 3.
Continuing session 4.
We're about to wrap up. It's okay. I was
Okay.
gonna end right before you guys head to Reverse Mountain.
All right.
And so you all finally re-meet with the Red Line. Its red sheer walls, imposing as always. It pierces the clouds above. And you see the waterways leading to the Grand Line. But for you all, it will lead to the East Blue, if things go right. And that is the end of session.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So yeah, short session, mostly RP based. I apologize.
Yeah.
It
No,
needed
you're
to
good.
get through.
Fine.
In all fairness, the South Blue arc has been wrapped up. What level are you all?
Level 8 right now, yeah.
Lovely.
Copy that. I have an idea on how to get you guys up further. You'll see that one day. Don't worry, it'll happen. I promise. Like, I actually have an idea for how you're gonna level up to level 9. Alright. So that's session.
Woo!
Fuck yeah.
That's a good RP. We now know where we're headed off. Got more training checks in.
Yep.
Poor Quill
Even if I
remains
failed all
cursed.
5.
That is wild to me. Even
Yeah,
me
it is.
tossing a fucking info roll at you, it still wasn't enough. Because like it caps out at DC 15, so that was one off.
I know. I got two 14s, two 11s, an 8 and a 7.
Ugh,
Yeah,
pain.
pain. All right, well, there's no one to raid, so I'm just gonna wrap it up here.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, I mean, I could raid Kinky Mation again. Do I? Do I observe her?
I mean, you could.
I could.
Yeah. Oh god, she's doing Elden Ring character reviews? Oh no.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Wait, that's great.
Hmm. Well, we know what's
Actually,
gonna
wait, no, this is great. This is great. It might mean we get an Elden Ring comic in the future.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Wait a
Wait.
minute.
See, I told you. I told you it'd be fine.
This is perfect.
All right. I will talk with y'all later. Thank you for joining session, you all. It was great. Great time.
Yeah, good stuff as always.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to definitely not having any problems and not having any combat next session at all. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a
definitely
question.
won't be any.
Is Emu gonna contact Aster at any point?
I'll think on
And by
that one.
contact, I mean, you know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. I'll talk with y'all later. Bye-bye, chat.
Bye, chat.
Right now. Stop streaming. Alright. So the original idea. I forgot that we're so far back. You know. Did the raid message go there?
She's on Shibriri right now.
Oh, the Chad.
The chat.
May chaos take the world.
Make
I love
it
her.
take the world.
I don't
Yeah,
think my
yeah.
the raid thing came through. Oh well. It's fine.
It might not have.
Yeah, it
Eh.
might just have like raid notifications turned off.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
It's fine.
It.
Whatever. I sent my viewers
It is
off.
what it is.
It is what it
Yeah.
is. All right. How a
I mean,
session?
technically that's Euro, not Shibriri, but close enough.
Yeah. How a session? How are
Yeah.
y'all feeling?
It was
Good
good.
stuff.
So,
Good
so
stuff.
sorry,
Nice.
sorry, I didn't get a lot of roleplay, and I thought it was our off week, so I was not like prepared for it. I'm just
It's
kind of
not meant-
bad at improv.
Just weren't mentally there.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of,